Hi there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with Shark Week. Game 1. Dun 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 dun. Let's see, Keeple Ham, we got a shark. We got this. This card is so bad. Alright, we're gonna keep it. And we don't have a play till turn 3. I can bounce something back with Simic Charm. Hopefully he's playing like a deck that actually utilizes an enchantment so I can bounce it back. So just put the Temple of Mystery into play tapped. Breeding Pool can go, I believe, on the bottom because we have so many turns to draw lands here. So let's see at first turn, like Rakdos Cackler, and then see if he puts like a, oh no, not UI control. It's no fair. I'm playing Sharks. This should be a couple of my stuff actually flashes in, so it could be pretty decent matchup against it. But hey, we got a Shamble Shark here too that I'll flash in it into turn. Let's flash it in right now. That's right, it's a shark. It's a shark crab. And then again next turn, unfortunately the Battering Crisis does not evolve our dude. But anywho, at least we get in for 2. Mutavault's actually kind of cool here because we can actually cast the Battering Crisis. And we got another shark on board, that means. So here comes the Battering Crisis. Yeah, it's a bad deck. You get a free win, Mr. UI Control. Attacking with a Shamble Shark. And he's down to an 18. And I guess Mutavault's like the best card I could have hoped for here. He's going to be an Esper control version. So he's going to Last Breath. Blind Obedience, that's actually not very good against us. So if I get another land, I might actually... No, we don't want to just run right into a Supreme Verdict. So we'll flash in the Horizon Chimera at end of turn. So he's down to a 14. And again, Horizon Chimera. I could have done an extra 2 damage there, but again, if Supreme Verdict just comes out right here, then there's nothing I can do. And he missed his land drop. We could actually win this game. So I can evolve both my guys, unless this gets dissolved. And yeah, so both my guys get evolved. He can Last Breath in response here, if he has one. He does not have one. No mana for Hero's Downfall, so he's taking a bit of damage here. I think we'll just Temple, because we can still activate a Mutavault and play a Simic Charm. And so we'll Scry here. Put that on top. It's actually pretty decent versus him. We'll go ahead and activate the Mutavault. And let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. I could actually go for it here, and I might do so. So let's see what happens. He's doing something. So, what? You're kidding me, a Riot Control? A Riot Control. Well, that just puts a damper on our... And this can't counter anything. It can gain hexproof, but that does absolutely nothing. So, yep, he's going to gain 4 and lose nothing. I guess with the Rabblemaster decks, that's a way to actually stabilize. But main boarded, that's... Oh, I was so excited by actually maybe taking a game with our Sharks. But Riot Control puts an end to that. And now Supreme Verdict's probably just going to wreck me if he actually draws into his land. So I can protect against Detention Sphere. That's all I can do. And he missed his land drop, so I guarantee a Supreme Verdict is in his hand. So hopefully there's not another Riot Control, but gain some life here. Drop a Coast. We're going to go for it again. Yeah. Going to do it again. See if we can get him on a 2-turn clock again. No, how about another Riot Control? Okay. He's up to 22. And takes no damage. Where's my dissolves in my... my negates, I guess, are in the sideboard, but I do have mainboarded dissolves. But, I mean, it's just a matter of time before he finds that land, wipes my board, and then with this amount of life he has, it's going to be really hard for me to come back. But again, very interesting deck. Blind Obediences, Riot Controls. I mean, he's really an anti-aggro package. Again, I could flash in Shamble Shark here. I don't know if it's... Yeah, I think it is still the right play. And we could get completely blown out by a Supreme Verdict and, you know, no coming back from it. I think we actually even do... No, because this guy does... Yes, he does evolve my guys. So I think that I do cast it here. And... see if he has the third Riot Control. Because this will at least evolve the Battering Krasis and the Shamble Shark. And we'll swing in with the team. Ultimate price. Where at? Oh, on the Battering Krasis. Okay, that's fine. But he still takes 10 here. And he extorts for 1. So he's down to a 13. He's still on a 1-turn clock next turn if he can't Supreme Verdict. Yeah, we're getting really lucky he's missing all his land drops. But this deck is definitely something that we can handle with more negates coming in and just flash creatures in general. I mean, really Flash does pretty good against the control decks. Yes! Sharks take down the first game. And it really is because he didn't draw his third land. But man, look at main boarded Riot Controls. All right, so at least, again, the negates are going to come in. They can play around that. We're going to bring Cures in. We are going to bring Dispels in. Rift, I don't know if I really need to care too much about. Detention Spheres. Mistcutter Hydras are going to come in. Unfortunately, do I have to keep Sharks in? I'm gonna take out the things that do not flash. So sorry, Battering Krasis, you're coming out. At least they'll be in game number 1. This guy's probably going to be taken out every game. And Elusive Krasis as well is going to come out. And the rest of these cards are pretty good. Even Breaching Hippocamp isn't bad against him because it's a 3/2 flash. So I mean, everything flash is you know, really good. Simic Charm I think is good if we saw alternate prices. Cures are great. Dissolves are great. So it's just 2 cards that need to come out. I'm thinking that Opportunities, maybe, yeah, Opportunities don't need to really be in here. We just need to be kind of tempo versus him. And Cure will be our card draw. And we're just going to go ahead and submit this. Alrighty, so this hand is pretty good, actually. We do need to hit into land draw. So we have Simic Charm, Dispel, and Shamble Shark. So I'm definitely going to keep this. And, you know, first turn, we can have up the Dispel, but probably I don't see him casting any instant spell on turn number 2. I mean, Mistcutter is just going to be a boss in this matchup, especially with Mistcutter with Dispel. And there's Kiora. We need to hit those lands. All we need to do is get up to 4. And if he wants to Thoughtseize here, I don't think he'd keep in Thoughtseize versus what he considers an aggro deck. I wouldn't even call this an aggro deck. All right, so let's hit those lands. We can flash into Shamble Shark, though, is the good news, and start at least beating him down. We can actually protect the Shamble Shark with Dispel and Simic Charm, but I don't know if it's actually worth it. And Blind Obedience is not that big of a threat as everything we have. It actually works versus Mistcutter Hydra, though. So we'll flash this guy in. I guess I should have put Reclamation Sage in the sideboard. That might be something that I'll do after this game, because there's plenty of enchantments like Corsair Crewfix that are worth killing. And we miss our land drop. So now it's our turn to miss every land drop. But we'll get in for 2. And again, we have Simic Charm, Dispel. And that just bounds a creature. So, yeah, okay. So he's getting all of his lands just fine. So let's hit a land drop and be good here. Let's not hit a land drop. All right, so I'm going to attack in. And unfortunately, I would want to discard something here anyway, so it's just going to be Mistcutter for 1. The reason I didn't do it post-main is it comes into play tapped because of Blind Obedience. So, yeah, it is what it is. We're going to lose this one just because of, maybe I shouldn't have kept the hand with, but 2 lands and ability to, I mean, this is turn 4, so that's 4 draws that I've completely whiffed on a land draw. I mean, we have a decently powerful hand even if we do, I mean, I'm going to have to hit like land. And if I can hit a Cure versus him, I don't know if he has any way to actually deal with it. I mean, he might have Detention Spheres. He might be more heavy into enchantments if he's using Blind Obedience. Again, I have absolutely no, no idea what he's playing. We've only seen Riot Controls and Blind Obediences. There we go. We hit the 3rd one. That's going to be good because we can actually flash in a Boon Satyr. And now I really like our hand versus his hand here. Even though we did miss land drops, now we can cast stuff for the next few turns. He's down to a 13, and we'll just keep the tempo up. I mean, we can dispel a Sphinx's Revelation. We can protect something with a Simic Charm. We can actually dispel and Simic Charm this turn. I mean, if he Supreme Verdicts, he's only taking out 2 guys here, and then we have a free reign with Boon Satyr. And I do believe that we do flash in Boon Satyr here. Whoa, not on his main phase. Thought we were into the end phase. There we go. Flash in that Boon Satyr. That evolves the Shamble Shark.
Shark weak dick. Shamble Shark? All about it? I love it.
So, I mean, I'm sure he's got like an ultimate price. I'm sure he's got a Hero's Downfall. 5 cards in hand, he's got to have something. Tough decisions.
I don't think he's a happy camper. The Shark deck beat him.
Is he going to rev here? No. Sphinx's Revelation for 2, and did he actually use an extort on there? Or no. What do let's see how it is. So 1, 2, 3.
He did extort.
Yeah, extorted. He extorted rather than getting another card. Okay. No, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So Boon Satyr gets flashed, and he's given me a free reign to hit him here, though. So that's me 8 damage. We have another Boon Satyr. It would evolve the Shamble Shark. I could Mistcutter Hydra for an extra 2 here, but I think we just protect everything. And get it for 8. He's down to a 7. He has to react next turn. We have a Simic Charm and a Dispel. We have a Boon Satyr we can flash in if he does Supreme Verdict. Yeah, this is definitely the right line to play. No reason overextending. I mean, Elspeth would be pretty decent here, actually. He burns himself, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What does he want to Elspeth with? Nick Stort? He's a Supreme Verdict. Okay, so can't protect against that. And he does not extort. Again, those got a lot of value. And he did shock himself, so maybe he has a Dispel, but I think we just run it out here. Yeah, does look like a Dispel or a Syncopate. Dissolve. And can't do anything about that. But he's down to 4 cards. I hope I draw a land here, because then... Actually, the Blind Obedience protects against the Mistcutter Hydra. But if I do draw a land here, Cure can come out. It's a Shamble Shark. That's decent. I might... No, it's going to be definitely end of turn. The Shamble Shark. So, yeah, in 7 draws, we only draw 1 land. That's the story of this game. The blind obedience, yeah, isn't going to be a win. If there wasn't a blind obedience, I could go Shamble Shark. Not a... Again, no land. We'll get in here with the Shark. I need to keep that Dispel up for the Sphinx's Revelation that's getting him back in this game. And usually when they Sphinxes for 2, that means they have another one. I'm sure like a Doomblade's going to come out here. And I can protect it. Yeah, I think I do protect it. And I've done 8 damage to myself, or 7 damage in 1 extort. And it doesn't look like... Oh, he still has the opportunity to extort here. Yeah, he's going to pay it. So he takes 2 to goes down to a 4. And eventually I'm going to draw into a land. 21 cards left in my deck. Little under half. And he's definitely not hurting on the land. So yeah, I really need to dispel. So even if I draw land here, I don't even think I quite cast Kiora because of the Sphinx Revelation. If he can actually get a Sphinx's Revelation off, it's game. So it's Elspeth or Sphinx here. All right, so sweet. We're gonna dispel it. Yeah, this is usually, again, it's a huge sign when they Sphinx for 2 and don't care about it, because that does mean they're just looking for maybe a couple cards here and there and just hitting another land drop for sure, and then hitting another Sphinxes. So that was a huge tell. And he can't even blind obedience here. And I do believe I Mistcutter Hydra just to evolve my guy. Or if I draw into like, oh geez. Eventually, yeah, I think I just put him on a 2-turn clock actually. So I'm going to attack in with the Shamble Shark, get him down to a 2, and keep up that Dispel for the Sphinx, the next Sphinx. But yeah, see, it's 9 draws and only one land in 9 draws. MTGO loves to do this crap. So Supreme Verdict, there's nothing I can do against that. He can extort. But I mean, he's getting really diluted in cards that are actually, I mean, 2 Sphinx Revelation, 2 Supreme Verdicts down the drain. There we go. And what we're going to do again is just Horizon Chimera at the end of turn. Rather than a Kiora. I mean, I guess I could have gone for a Kiora there, but... So Liliana Vest does not hurt whatsoever. See if he actually extorts. Extorts actually gets him out of that range, which this is actually getting quite scary just from the amount of times I burnt myself from the Avamaya Coast. And I think he tutors here. Yeah, he's definitely going to tutor, and he's going to get a Sphinx's Revelation, and I got to use a Dispel for that. You might think he gets a Counterspell. In fact, I should have... Yeah, he might have actually... Oh, no, that just goes on top of the library. So 1 card in hand. Actually, this Chimera is going to give me back some life, so... Now the lands. So I still think I hit him rather than Liliana. We're in a Temple for sure here. Again, keeping Dispel up is the... Definitely want that. Well, Syncopate's actually bad at this point. I probably should have just bottomed that. So I could actually Mistcutter for 2. No, I think it's another Horizon Chimera at end of turn. Keep putting pressure on him. Take him down to a 1. If he has Riot Control, he's got Riot Control. Down to a 1, and again, we have something we can flash in. We also have, we got a lot of options here. He's going to try to Sphinx's Revelation again, I'm sure. I'm sure that's what he got with Liliana. So it's making me discard a card, and I've got plenty here. It's going to be, I think, geez, they're all pretty good, actually. I think Mistcutter Hydra, just because Blind Obedience kind of takes away. And then Ultimate Prize, since he is the Esper. The Mistcutter Hydra is not nearly as good in Esper as it is in the other one. So yeah, I'm going to keep Dispel up. I'm going to untap and try to win here with the Horizon Chimera. And this time I can flash in another Horizon Chimera. So he's got to answer this. So he's got to show me the Sphinx's Revelation. And I guess he just wants me to use an easy Syncopate.
So funny.
Rather than play around the Dispel. So I mean, I could Unsyncopate and a Counterspell, or a Dispel to counter his Counterspell. So anyway, we get a Syncopate the Sphinx's Rev, and this is game. And the Sharks take it down. Game 1. Shark Week. This has been Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.